हाँ, हमने इसे संवारा है।
अरे वीर शिवाजी राणा की सुनी कहानी सबने है। छत्रसाल चाणक्य चंद्रगुप्त बसे यहाँ जन जन में हैं। इनके शौर्य बुद्धि और कौशल पर हमने अपना दिल हारा है। आजादी के दीवानों को शत शत नमन हमारा है, सादर नमन हमारा है।
नए उमंग, नए जोश में डूबा नवनिर्मित भारत झूम रहा है। देखो खुशी से अपना झंडा आसमान को चूम रहा है। चीख चीख कर तिरंगा भारत की गौरव गाथा गा रहा है। जाने वो कैसा दौर होगा जो अभी अखियों में धुंधला रहा है।
महाप्रतापी वीर जिन्होंने आजादी का स्वर्णिम साकारा है। एक एक परवाने को अखंड प्रणाम हमारा है, शत शत नमन हमारा है, सादर नमन हमारा है।
Good evening to one and all present here. We welcome the chief guest of the event, Dr. Baldev Raj Kamboj sir, our Vice Chancellor. Guest of honor, Dr. Avnish Verma sir, Vardi Registrar. Dr. Pratap Malik sir, Director of Training and Placement Cell. Dr. Aditya V sir, Assistant Director of Training and Placement Cell. Dr. Ranjit Dalal sir, our Program Coordinator. And the judges and teachers and our beloved audience, including the participants from this series, without whom this series could not have worked out. It's an honor itself to host this beautiful evening for which we all have gathered here. I, Deepak from BTech IT, with my co-host Isha, MSc Mathematics, would like to welcome you all on the behalf of Speakathon Club on this auspicious occasion of concluding ceremony of Azadi Amrit Mahotsav Elocution Contest Series Purnahuti.
As you all know that recently India celebrated its 75th Independence Day with a grand gesture as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. And today here we are celebrating Purnahuti. But not many of you would know that today is not just any normal day. It's a very special day.
Let us see whether any one of you would be able to guess it or not. Here are your hints.
ना डरे थे, ना भागे थे, जब असेंबली ने बम फोड़ा था। जगाकर सोई जनता को अंग्रेजी सरकार का मुंह तोड़ा था।
Anyone guessed it? Very close. Another one hint for you. Yes, perfect.
Yes, you guessed it right. So today is the birth anniversary of the greatest Indian freedom fighters, Shivram Hari Rajguru. Today, 24th of August, marks the birth anniversary of Shivram Hari Rajguru, one of the Indians' great freedom fighters. He was an Indian revolutionary from Maharashtra, known mainly for his involvement in the assassination of a British officer named John Saunders. He was an active member of the Hindustan Socialist Republican Association (HSRA), and Inqilab Zindabad was the slogan of Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, and Sukhdev. On 23 March 1931, he was hanged by the British government along with his associates Bhagat Singh and Sukhdev Thapar.
Now, before the launch, let us acknowledge the presence of some of our eminent guests. Thank you, Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Dr. B.R. Kamboj, Registrar Sir, Dr. Avnish Verma, Pratap Malik Sir, Director of TNT Cell, Aditya V Sir, Assistant Director of TNT Cell, Dr. Ranjit Dalal Sir, our Program Coordinator, and the judges who have been associated throughout this series with us and teachers. We would like to thank you all for sparing your precious time and gracing us by your kind arrival at the ceremony.
To make this evening a blessed one, let's invoke Goddess Saraswati by kindling the lamp of knowledge and wisdom, for seeking the choicest blessings for the same. I consider it a great honor to request our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. B.R. Kamboj Sir, Dr. Avnish Verma Sir, Pratap Sir, Aditya Veer Sir, and Ranjit Dalal Sir to kindle the lamp. I would like to invite all the dignitaries for the same.
Light is a symbol of brightness and prosperity. As sunlight expels the darkness of might, similarly, blessings bring prosperity and happiness. Please give a huge round of applause for the dignitaries. Now we are going to present the Kulgeet of our university, by which it is tried to signify all the objectives for setting up this university. Thank you everyone.
लिए कलश आजादी का जब ये दीवाने थे निकले, दुश्मन के छक्के छूटे और दांव पे सब थे फिसले। उसी शौर्य गाथा को फिर से हमने दोहराया है, प्रत्यक्ष प्रमाण आर्यव्रत के हर घर तिरंगा फहराया है, हर घर तिरंगा फहराया है।
And now we would like to invite Pratap Malik sir, Nodal Officer of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and Director of Training and Placement Cell, under whose guidance this whole series has worked out.
Thanks a lot. Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor B.R. Kamboj, worthy Registrar Professor Avnish Verma ji, Assistant Director Dr. Aditya Veer Singh ji, Program Coordinator of this very beautiful program known as Azadi Amrit Mahotsav Elocution Contest Series, Dr. Ranjit, other respected teachers and all the participants who participated in this series and all other students. So first of all, I welcome to all of you, especially dignitaries present on the dais for sparing their valuable time and coming in this very special program, namely Purnahuti, which stands for Concluding Ceremony of Azadi Amrit Mahotsav Elocution Competition Series. This series was started by Speaker Dhan Club of TNPCL on 12th May 2021, which was birth anniversary of Jhansi Ki Rani Lakshmibai, and is getting concluded today, that is on 24th August, which is birth anniversary of Shivram Rajguru. So the prime mandate of Speaker Dhan Club under TNPCL is to improve the communication skills of the students by giving them platform to express themselves. When very few celebrations started taking place on the eve of Azadi Amrit Mahotsav, that is completion of 75 years of independence, then Speaker Dhan Club came up with a very new idea, very new special program of Azadi Amrit Mahotsav Elocution Contest Series with two prime goals. First was to let the students overcome their stage fear and speak with full confidence in front of audience. And second goal was to make them aware about a big number of unsung freedom fighters who laid their lives in the foundation of freedom of this great nation. It is matter of pride that Speaker Dhan Club has completed 25 episodes of this series. It covered more than 100 such unsung freedom fighters, important personalities of our Indian freedom movement, and 494 students have participated in these 25 episodes. So it is a matter of pride. Approximately 50 teachers, including deans, directors, chairpersons, senior officers of the university, they also witnessed this program as chief guests or judges, ranging from our ex-Vice Chancellor Professor Tankeshwar Kumar ji, our current Vice Chancellor Professor B.R. Kamboj, our Registrar Professor Avnish Verma, Professor Markandeya Ahuja, and so many. So in these programs, students basically read about these many freedom fighters and shared their lives in online mode as well as offline mode. And we used to give prizes to the winners of these episodes, and those prizes were also in synchronization with the theme. We gave mementos having pictures of freedom fighters. We gave motivational books on the lives of freedom fighters. So this entire thing was in synchronization with the theme of Azadi Amrit Mahotsav. Almost all the programs are available on the YouTube channel of TNPCL also, which can be a reference to know about 100 freedom fighters. So anyone can refer about the lives of those 100 freedom fighters through all the programs in which you have participated and which are uploaded on the YouTube channel of TNPCL. A souvenir or smarika has also been designed covering all the episodes, which will very soon be unveiled by the Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir. So this smarika, this souvenir is containing all the you can say glimpses of all 25 episodes. So I congratulate all the volunteers of the Speaker Dhan Club who have worked very hard throughout the year, because it is I think more than 1 year from 12th May to 24th August. So they have worked very hard to make this program a successful program, because doing a program once is very easy, but doing any program continuously for you can say 13-14 months, it's a very difficult job, but all the volunteers of Speaker Dhan Club have done this job very successfully, so I congratulate all the volunteers. So basically, in the end, I would like to say that it was an effort to bring the young generation closer to those real heroes as compared to real heroes of today, and Speaker Dhan Club has achieved this goal. So with these words, again I welcome one and all present in this today's meeting. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you very much, sir. This is the motivation that keeps us going on. A huge round of applause for sir again. Now we would like to request our dignitaries to unveil the souvenir. Please, sir. A huge round of applause for sir, please.
As Pratap sir already said that this allocation competition was started nearly a year and a half ago with the main objective of sharing the stories of unsung heroes who were usually left behind from the limelight and celebrate their sacrifice. And at this concluding event, we can proudly say that we were able to fulfill the goal. We were able to know about more than 100 unsung heroes, listen to their inspiring stories and pay tribute to them. But all of it was possible due to the active participation of students who voluntarily came forward and enthusiastically participated throughout this series, making it a success.
Now, this is the time that we acknowledge the star performers of this series, who shine throughout the series through their dedication and hard work. Despite facing challenges, they kept winning on the track to be pioneers. And at this concluding event, we can surely say that they did do it perfectly. It was all the result of their perseverance, consistency and dedication that they became champions.
Now for felicitation, I would like to call the gems of our club who participated maximum time in this series. Please welcome Monica Sihag from MSc Chemistry, Didi Sachdeva from BSc Computer Science, Garima from BSc Chemistry and Monica from Economics Honors. For that, I would like to request all the dignitaries to felicitate these gems. Please.
Clapping should not be stopped. Please clap. They all have participated in this event for more than 10 times. Please give a huge round of applause for them. I would like to congratulate and appreciate the position holders and their parents who have put in their faith, hope, love together and have raised a positive person in the society.
चढ़ गए जो हंसकर सूली, खाई जिन्होंने सीने पर गोली। हम उनको प्रणाम करते हैं जो मिट गए देश पर, हम उनको सलाम करते हैं।
So here we are inviting our monthly winners of Azadi Amrit Mahotsav series, who will be speaking on one of the freedom fighters of India, to whom we all salute and thank for doing the sacrifice that they did for making our country independent.
Firstly, I would like to call Devansh on stage to pay tribute to Khudiram Bose ji. Devansh is pursuing his masters in mass communication and has been doing great in this series. And since he joined, his communication skills were amazing and he has been very active throughout this series. Please, Devansh. Next participant will be Shiksham.
Thank you very much. So I, Devansh, would like to present my Kargil felicitations on this concluding ceremony of Azadi Amrit Mahotsav. The topic was given to me on the freedom fighter Khudiram Bose. दिसंबर 3, 1889 को जन्मे, महज 18 साल की उम्र में यह स्वतंत्रता सेनानी अपने क्रांतिकारी और उस जोशीले व्यक्तित्व से इसने अंग्रेजों को चौंका दिया। मतलब मैं ये सोच रहा था कि जब मुझे ये, क्योंकि आज सिर्फ एक्सप्रेशन का है, आज आई थिंक कोई कॉन्टेस्ट नहीं है, so it will be all from my heart that What was the thought in his mind? कि हम चाहते हैं कि आज की जनरेशन इतिहास हमें क्यों पढ़ना जरूरी है? इतिहास हमें इसलिए पढ़ना जरूरी है ताकि हम उस वक्त की परिस्थितियों को जान सकें और आज जो समस्याएं हमारे सामने हैं उनको अच्छे से समझकर उनका निवारण कर सकें और खास तौर पर इन स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों के बारे में, ताकि इन्होंने जो कदम उठाए, हालांकि मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि बॉम्ब से उड़ा दिया जाए किसी किंग्सफोर्ड जैसे किसी अन्यायी शासक को, ऐसा कुछ नहीं करना, लेकिन इसलिए पढ़ना जरूरी है कि कोई वो करेजियस थॉट हम सीख सकते हैं, दैट करेजियस डिसीजन मेकिंग in the age of 18 years, 8 months and 10 hours old. हबीबपुर गांव में और मिदनापुर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में जन्मे खुदीराम बोस ने एक कायस्थ परिवार में इनका जन्म हुआ था और इन्होंने 1902-1903 में सिस्टर निवेदिता और औरोबिंदो घोष की अनुशीलन समिति के संपर्क में ये आए। 15 साल की उम्र में पैम्फलेट बांटते हुए इन्हें एक बार जेल भी जाना पड़ा, लेकिन इनके हौसलों को वो जेल की सलाखें कम नहीं कर पाई और किंग्सफोर्ड को मारने की योजना बनाई गई, पर फुलचटी का इन्हें साथ मिला। इन दोनों को एक रिवॉल्वर और जब पहली बार ये प्रयास किया गया तो एक बुक में बॉम्ब बना करके किंग्सफोर्ड तक पहुंचाई गई, लेकिन वो बुक मजिस्ट्रेट की अलमारी में ही रखी रहती और पहले प्रयास में ये लोग विफल हो गए। लेकिन जब बरिंदर घोष के संपर्क में ये लोग आए तब इन्होंने दूसरी बार एक योजना बनाई। युगांतर की एक मीटिंग चल रही थी उसमें, लेकिन दुर्भाग्यवश ऐसा हुआ कि प्रिंगले कैनेडी के परिवार से 2 औरतें वो उस दुर्घटना में मारी गई और किंग्सफोर्ड उस वक्त बच गए। इसके लिए इनके ऊपर ट्रायल चलाया गया और इन्हें फांसी की सजा मुकर्रर की गई। अब देखना यह है कि हम आज के परिवेश में कैसे उस जज्बे को हम कैसे सीख सकते हैं, क्योंकि हमारी जो जनरेशन है वो इंस्टाग्राम रील्स की जनरेशन है। A very low attention span we all have, majority of us, because today social media and all these digital platforms are polluting our minds. These competitive events or elocution where we got an opportunity to learn about those freedom fighters, we learn about their human skills which we are lacking today. We have not a single reason for something big. We have not the patience these freedom fighters have, these martyrs would have. वो एक विचार की 15 साल की उम्र से ये स्कूल अपना छोड़ करके कार्यरत हैं और इन्होंने 15 साल तक एक विचार अपने मन में धारण किया कि मुझे कैसे भी करके अंग्रेजी हुकूमत से अपने देशवासियों को आजाद कराना है, या मुझे कुछ योगदान देना, चाहे मैं 15 साल की उम्र में पैम्फलेट बांटते हुए जेल ही क्यों न जाना पड़े। फिर भी बम बनाने की गतिविधियां वो सीखी है, सारा कुछ सीखा है। उसके बाद उस निरंतर उस प्रयास में इन्हें फांसी तक भी जाना पड़ा, लेकिन फिर भी इनका हौसला डगमगाया है। ऐसा विचार, ऐसा रीजन, आज भी हमें उस रीजन की जरूरत है ताकि डेवलपमेंट फॉर ए बेटरमेंट ऑफ आवर लाइफ एंड फॉर ए गोल्डन फ्यूचर ऑफ इंडिया, भारतवर्ष के सुखद भविष्य के लिए हमें ऐसा विचार धारण करने की आवश्यकता है और हमें इंस्पायर होकर के हमारी अपनी लाइफ को बेहतर बनाना होगा और इसीलिए इतिहास पढ़ना जरूरी है। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
So next, I would like to call Shikshang to pay her tribute to none other than our beloved Baba Sahib, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar ji. She is pursuing her masters in mathematics and has amazed us throughout the series. Please welcome Shikshang.
Today I am free from all the boundaries and no one ensnares me. I am a free human with independent will. Good afternoon. I am Shikshang, student of MSc Mathematics, stands here to voice my views in the ongoing event. So today let's ponder upon the works of one of the great personality, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who was a great politician, a jurist, economist and the chief architect of Indian Constitution. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar was born on 14th April 1891 in the central communes now known as Madhya Pradesh. He was born in a Dalit family and at that time low caste people were ill-treated by the so-called high-class elite peoples. His native study was done from his native place. His first schooling was done from his native place where untouchables is really a matter of discussion, no love, no share from the centuries. Further he studied from a well-known school in Mumbai. and then he goes to Columbia University and finally got his doctorate degree from London School of Economics in 1923. The most inspiring thing I came to know about him is that he was deeply in favor of education. He knows that education is the key to be inspired, to be aware, and to make people aware regarding the injustice towards them. Baba Sahib took Buddhism, in effect, because he wanted to reach to that level of society which is free from caste, creed, and religion. Baba Sahib wanted women to be more active in every field of life. He said that I measure the progress of a community by the measure of progress which women have achieved. Also, the most inspiring thing I came to know about him is that he said that one who wants freedom from all his miseries, must fight, and whoever wants to fight must first educate. Because if he goes to fight without education, then the defeat is certain. Put strength in your words, not in your voice, because it's the rain that throws the flower, not the thunder. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar was a real example of an independent soul who has fallen off load of opportunities to achieve his target, but he accomplished it with his strong determination, sincere dedication and hard work, and motivates us to do the same. At last, I want to sum up with few lines that if an elephant has put his feet on the tail of a mouse, and then you say that you are neutral, then the mouse will definitely not appreciate your neutrality. Thank you, parents.
Thank you very much, Shiksham, for paying the tribute so gracefully. Now, I would like to call Nikhil from Physiotherapy Department to pay tribute to none other than the Iron Man of India, the great Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Nikhil has continuously worked hard and performed very well in various events conducted under this series. So please welcome Nikhil with a huge round of applause.
आवाज में जिनके सिंह की दहाड़ थी और हृदय में जिनके करुणा की पुकार थी, साम दाम दंड भेद हर तरीका अपनाया, पर उन्होंने भारतवर्ष को एक सूत्र में पहना कर दिखाया। नमस्कार, मैं निखिल, बीपीटी फाइनल ईयर स्टूडेंट, और आज मेरा सौभाग्य है कि मैं ऐसे व्यक्तित्व के बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ जिन्होंने भारत के मानचित्र को उसका आकार दिया, सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल। सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल का जन्म गुजरात के बेरी जिले के गांव में हुआ था। उनका व्यक्तित्व, उनका बचपन बहुत ही गरीबी में बीता। स्कूली शिक्षा और कानून की पढ़ाई करने के बाद उन्होंने अहमदाबाद में कानून की वकालत शुरू की। अहमदाबाद में वकालत करने के दौरान 1917 में उन्होंने अहमदाबाद में चुनाव लड़ा तथा अहमदाबाद के कमिश्नर बने। अहमदाबाद में 1917 में उनकी मुलाकात गांधी जी से हुई। गांधी जी से मुलाकात के पश्चात ही सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल का जीवन की रूपरेखा बदली। सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल गांधी जी से बहुत प्रभावित हुए तथा उन्होंने स्वतंत्रता आंदोलन में शामिल होने का निश्चय किया। सरदार पटेल ने 1918 के बेरी सत्याग्रह तथा 1928 के बारकोल सत्याग्रह में हिस्सा लिया। सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल के व्यक्तियों को नेतृत्व करने की क्षमता को देखकर ही गांधी जी ने उन्होंने सरदार की उपाधि दी थी। 1942 के भारत छोड़ो आंदोलन के तहत सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल को गिरफ्तार कर लिया गया। 3 साल बाद जब वो रिहा हुए तो भारत स्वतंत्रता के कगार पर तो था, और भारत के सामने एक ऐसी समस्या थी जो शायद भारत की प्रगति को रोक सकती थी। कांग्रेस के सभी व्यक्तियों को यह डर था कि अंग्रेजी हुकूमत के द्वारा बनाए गए नियम, जिसके तहत राजा तथा नवाबों को यह हक दिया गया था कि वो किसी भारत या पाकिस्तान किसी भी देश के साथ आ सकते हैं तथा चाहे तो अपना अलग राष्ट्र का निर्माण कर सकते हैं। गांधी जी के ये डर था कि भारत अगर खंड खंड हुआ तो हम कभी भी प्रगति नहीं कर सकते तथा भारत को एक साथ लाने की जिम्मेदारी मिली थी सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल को। सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल ने साम दाम दंड भेद हर तरीके से भारत को एक सूत्र में पिरोने का प्रयास किया। चाहे वो हैदराबाद में भारत की सैन्य ताकत दिखाना हो, तथा गुजरात के नवाब को कूटनीति से हराना हो, हर तरीके से सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल ने भारत को एक साथ लाने का प्रयास किया। 15 दिसंबर 1950 को सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल हमारे बीच से चले गए, परंतु जो उन्होंने हमें सौंपा वो था एक राष्ट्र, तथा उस राष्ट्र को ऊंचाइयों पर ले जाने का दायित्व, जो दायित्व आज हमारी युवा पीढ़ी पर है। मैं चाहूंगा कि सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल के जीवन से तथा उनके संघर्ष से हम सभी प्रेरणा लें तथा अपने आप को तथा अपने राष्ट्र को ऊंचाइयों पर पहुंचाएं। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Thank you, Nikhil. Now I would like to call Garima from Chemistry Department. She is going to pay tribute to none other than Veer Savarkar. Her communication skills are amazing and has been doing great in this series. Please welcome Garima.
Calmness in preparation, but boldness in execution. This should be the watchwords during the moment of crisis. The lines said by Savarkarji are exactly what he did in his entire life. Veer Savarkar or Coward Savarkar? Someone who didn't believe in the caste system, or someone who incites violence in the name of religion? A patriot or a traitor? In our country, there is hardly any figure as controversial as him. So let's end the controversy now. Hello everyone, this is Garima Vasdeva from Department of Chemistry, and I am feeling very proud to tell something of our history that have been hidden from you. So, who was Savarkar? I am not the right person to answer this, but let me tell you the story of Vinayak Damodar Savarkar. He came into this world on 28th May 1883. He earned his nickname as V. He was a poet. If you know Marathi, you must have read some of his poems. Check out if not. He was Brahmin from Maharashtra, but he didn't believe Hinduism as a religion. Wait. I am confused. A Brahmin is saying that Hinduism is not a religion, but it is a geographical and cultural identity. Yes, he believed that Hinduism is a way of life and that religion is a Western concept. He even opened a temple in Maharashtra where people from each and every caste were welcome. But this man was the most wanted criminal by the Britishers. His crime was his weapon. His weapon was his gun. His weapon was his pen. Vinayak wrote a lot of things in his life. He wrote so many poems, books, but today the people focus only on his one masterpiece, that is, his mercy petition to the British. But you know what was the actual situation? He was the one who asked for Purna Swaraj, that is, total independence. He was the one who organized Mitra Mela. He was the one who founded Free India Society. In fact, the book, The Indian War of Independence, was also written by him, which became the guidance of each and every Indian revolutionary. With this, to overcome the problems like poverty, homelessness, unemployment, Vinayak spotted Swadeshi rule. As it is said, where there is a will, there is a way. But what about today's India? Are you people like him? Are you people like him? Yes, but I think no. We people are not like him because today we know about the problems from which our country is suffering. In fact, we also know about the solution of those problems. But the thing is that we don't want to implement those solutions in our lives. As we all know that dearness is the major problem of our country. Yes or no? Yes. But we just say dearness is increasing day by day. The price of each and everything is increasing day by day. But you know
he was in Kalapani, in those situations that you can't even imagine. Today's generation can learn so much from him. If I talk about myself, then I learned from him that if you can't fight for what you want, then don't cry for what you lost. He proved it. He proved it that nothing depends on luck. Each and everything depends on work. Even luck also has to work. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Garima, for such an energetic tribute. And now, to make this ceremony even more beautiful, I would like to call upon Sunil and Nishtha for some instrumental music to pay a melodious and heartfelt tribute to our freedom fighters with their amazing performance. Wow, such an amazing performance. Well, this performance deserves a better applaud. So, it was really great, Sunil and Nishtha. You guys really lit life in the ceremony. And now, I would like to call Vidhi Sachdeva to pay her tribute to Praful Chandra Chaki. Vidhi is pursuing her bachelor's from computer science and has been dedicated towards this series. She has participated frequently, and even in today's event, it was tough to manage time, but she did so all because of her passion and dedication. So here is Vidhi.
आजादी आजादी की कीमत हम क्या जाने, आजादी की कीमत हम क्या जाने, हमने कौन सा अंग्रेजों के हंटर खाए हैं। आजादी की कीमत तो उनसे पूछिए, आजादी की कीमत तो उनसे पूछिए जिन्होंने हर कदम पर पहरे का अनुभव किया हो। आजादी की कीमत आप उनसे पूछिए जिन्होंने दिन में भी गहरी रात का अनुभव किया हो। और आजादी की कीमत आप उनसे पूछिए जिन्होंने अपना सब कुछ गवा दिया हो। A very good afternoon to one and all present here. My name is Vidhi, standing in front of you to deliver a speech on one of my inspiration, Praful Chandra Chaki. I feel very proud that I just born on this Bharat Bhumi, because this Bharat Bhumi gives us millions of inspiration. Whether he is Khudiram Bose, Raj Bihari Bose, Jaidev Kapoor, etc., etc. Millions of inspiration. Some of them I even knew or doesn't knew the name, but still Praful Chandra Chaki is my today's inspiration. Praful Chandra Chaki was a 20-year-old fireball. I must say that he was a fireball. A fireball in the chest of the British Army. Praful Chandra Chaki included with the Jugantar group, and he included himself in a revolutionary activities when there was a bombing attack on Mr. Kingsford in Muzaffarpur. He was included in a revolutionary activities to kill Mr. Kingsford because the Mr. Kingsford was a cruel person. He was a judge of a session court in British Army and basically had a very cruel nature towards the revolutionary when it comes to the judgment. Therefore, Praful Chandra Chaki and Khudiram Bose decided to kill that Mr. Kingsford. But have you ever think that at that time in India, hundreds of major bombing attacks were going on. There was a minor attack just to kill one person. Does this thing has a sudden impact on the Britishers? क्या इस चीज को कोई impact Britishers पे होगा भी या नहीं? उन्होंने ये चीज जो थी वो उन्होंने सोची ही नहीं. They only know that we want freedom for our country. We have to die if we want our country back. They knew that. Now I have learned a basic mantra from this man is CMF. See, for more than 8 times I have participated in this Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and learned a lot of things to improve my personality. And 3 of the main things that I have learned from these revolutionaries, first one is courage. Courage, himmat. Courage. कि तू चल जमाना उड़ान देखता है, कि तू चल जमाना उड़ान देखता है, तो जमीन पर बैठकर क्या आसमान देखता है. This was the courage of that revolutionaries at that time. I must say that these people has that courage. At the age of 14 years, Praful Chandra Chaki participated in the revolutionary activities when there was a partition in Bengal take place. At the age of just 14 years, when a child of today's generation even doesn't know how to cross the road, these people decided their roads and follow their journey very incredibly. The second one is that fearlessness. Mission and fearlessness. So the second one is mission. It is always said that कि एक लक्ष्य अगर समय सीमा में पूरा कर दिया जाए तो वो सपना कहलाता है. That but these people only have dream. These people doesn't have time limit. They doesn't even know कि आज अगर मैं शहीद हुआ तो मेरे देश को फ्रीडम मिलेगी या नहीं मिलेगी. They know that अगर आज मैं शहीद हुआ तो आने वाले 100 जनरेशन को वो इंस्पिरेशन जरूर मिलेगी जो आगे जाके वो अपनी आजादी के लिए जरूर लड़ सकेंगे. These were the kind of bad people at that time. The third one is fearlessness. I must learn that if you want to live your life on your own demands, on your own thoughts, you have to be habitual of freedom. You have to follow the path of freedom. At last, I just want to end my speech with just few words. कि हौसले की तरकीश में तू कोशिश का तीर तो जिंदा रख. कि हौसले की तरकीश में तू कोशिश का तीर तो जिंदा रख. हार जा दुनिया में सब कुछ, लेकिन अपने अंदर वो जीतने की उम्मीद तो जिंदा रख. लेकिन हार जा सब कुछ, लेकिन अपने अंदर वो जीतने की उम्मीद तो जिंदा रख. जय हिंद, जय भारत.
Really amazing speech. There's a great thought. A good orator and impression. So now I would like to invite Monica Sihag from Chemistry Department. Please welcome Monica Sihag.
Great afternoon to all the dignitaries, volunteers and participants present here. I, Monica Sihag, MSc Chemistry students, provide my grateful thanks to this Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav series for providing in golden opportunities to all the students for showing their love and gratitude towards our respected freedom fighters. So today I choose to speak about Rani Gaidinelu, daughter of his, a Naga freedom fighter, who born on 26 January 1915 in Manipur. At the young age of 13, she was starting her journey as a revolutionary by joining Hareka movement. At the age of 17, she led this movement against the British and proclaimed that we are free people, white men should not rule over us. Then she violently led many guerrilla forces and persuaded their tribal people not to pay taxes and not to cooperate with British Empire. So they all united as one and refused to assist the British Empire. Then overall the aim of that movement is reform all religious practices, and in order to strengthen the movement is to expel the British Empire from our India. Then Rani Gaidinelu became a target for British forces, who launched a manhunt for her, which forces Gaidinelu to go underground. Then British government declared a monetary rewards for any valuable information about her location and 10-year tax break for the informant. Then unfortunately on 17 October 1932, Gaidinelu and her forces were arrested by Special Assam Rifle, which was led under Captain MacDonald to capture Gaidinelu. So she was sentenced for 14-year-long life imprisonment, and later Gaidinelu was released in 1947 on the orders of our Honorable Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. In 1966, after 6 years of living underground, she came out for jungle hideout to work for the betterment of her people through democratic, peaceful and non-violent means. She was awarded with Tamraputra Freedom Fighter Award in 1972, Padam Bhushan Award in 1982, Vivek Anand Sheva Award in 1982. Then unfortunately, she died on 17 Feb 1993 at the age of 78. So, having freedom in mind, faith in our words, pride in our hearts and memories in our soul, let us salute our nation, our country, our India. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, Monica Sihag. Now I would like to call upon Nimisha, and she will be paying tribute to Mahendra Karmakar. Right? Sorry, Mahendra Singh Gandhi. Mohandas Karamchand. Sorry. Mahendra Das Karamchand Gandhi. So sorry, by mistake.
सभा में उपस्थित आप सभी को मेरा नमस्कार। मेरा नाम निमिषा सूर्यवंशी है। सत्याग्रह का नारा दिया, अहिंसा को अपना धर्म बनाया, सहज थे, सरल। उनमें, उनकी बातों में, उनके काम में एक अलग जादू था। उनकी एक आवाज पर हजारों लोग इकट्ठा हो जाते थे। उनकी एक आवाज पर लाखों करोड़ों लोग खुद को स्वतंत्रता संग्राम की राह में झोंकते थे। सत्य की राह पर चल, अहिंसा की लाठी था। मोहनदास करमचंद गांधी ने हमें हमारी आजादी दी। वो साबरमती के संत कहलाए, भारत के राष्ट्रपिता कहलाए, प्यार से बापू कहलाए और विश्व भर में महात्मा कहलाए। वो सत्य के पुजारी थे और उनकी सत्य और अहिंसा की बातें सनातन है। तिब्बतन गुरु दलाई लामा जीवन भर रंग भेद के खिलाफ अपनी लड़ाई लड़ने वाले दक्षिण अफ्रीका के प्रथम राष्ट्रपति नेल्सन मंडेला, सिविल राइट्स नेता मार्टिन लूथर किंग जूनियर, महान वैज्ञानिक एल्बर्ट आइंस्टाइन, महान साहित्यकार, महान लेखक जॉर्ज बर्नार्ड शॉ, ऐसे अनगिनत शख्सियतों के प्रेरणा स्रोत रहे हमारे बापू। विश्व भर में बापू को माना जाता है, विश्व भर में बापू की विरासत को बनाया जाता है। हर देश के हर प्रमुख स्थल पर बापू की प्रतिमा है। विश्व भर में बोले जाने वाली सभी भाषाओं में आज गांधी जी पर सैकड़ों किताबें हैं, सैकड़ों फिल्में बनी हैं। 1982 में बनी फिल्म गांधी आज तक भी विश्व भर में सबसे ज्यादा बार देखी जाने वाली फिल्मों में से एक है। हर देश का संसद गांधी जी की तस्वीर से अपनी गरिमा बढ़ा रहा है। हर देश के हर शहर में आज गांधी मार्ग है, लेकिन फिर भी रास्तों का नाम गांधी देने से क्या होगा? बात तो तब बनेगी जब हम गांधी जी के दिखाए रास्तों पर चलना सीख जाएंगे। 75 वर्ष होने आए हैं बापू को गए, अगर फिर भी इस वर्ष से आज ऐसी बात उठती है कि बापू के दिखाए रास्तों पर हम चलना सीख नहीं पाए, तो कहीं ना कहीं सवाल उठता है कि क्या गांधी बनना मुश्किल है? क्या गांधी जी के दिखाए रास्तों पर चलना मुश्किल है? क्या उनके बताए उसूलों को मानना मुश्किल है? विश्व भर में लोग न सिर्फ गांधी के दिखाए रास्तों पर चले हैं, बल्कि खुद गांधी कहलाए भी हैं। नेल्सन मंडेला दक्षिण अफ्रीका के गांधी कहलाए, बिलेन सी चीन के गांधी कहलाए, खान अब्दुल गफर खान फ्रंटियर गांधी, सीमांत गांधी, सरहदी गांधी कहलाए, मार्टिन लूथर किंग जूनियर अमेरिका के गांधी कहलाए, हाल ही में म्यांमार की गांधी कहलाई है ऑंग सान सूची। विश्व भर में बापू की विरासत, बापू की सीख सब विश्व विख्यात है, पर पीड़ा इस बात से है कि भारत में, गांधी के देश में गांधी आज सिर्फ एक किताब बनकर रह गए हैं कि चंद नारों, चंद तस्वीरों, चंद मूर्तियों तक सिमट है आज गांधी। देश को आबाद करने वाले गांधी, देश को एक आवाज देने वाले गांधी, देश को आजाद करने वाले गांधी आज कैसे और क्यों सिर्फ नोटों तक सिमट है? किसी ने कहा कि बापू आज सिर्फ हमारी स्मृति तक सिमट कर रह गए, पर ऐसा कहना गलत भी तो नहीं, क्योंकि पूरे साल 365 दिन के पूरे साल में हम बापू को सिर्फ 2 अक्टूबर और 30 जनवरी को याद करते हैं। हमारी कथनी में आज बापू होकर भी हमारी करनी में बापू की दी कोई सीख नजर नहीं आती। यहाँ बस कुछ भाषणों में नाम सुनाई पड़ता है, पर उन भाषणों में भी उनकी सीख, उनके बलिदान के बदले न जाने कैसी बेसुरी सी धुन सुनाई पड़ती है, और उस धुन से भी बदतमीजी और कहीं न कहीं बदहवासी की बू आती है। अब लगने लगा है कि सत्य का गला घोंट कर बैठे हैं हम, कि त्याग और बलिदान की भावनाओं से अब विश्वास उठ चुका है हमारा, कि अब अहिंसा नहीं बल्कि हिंसा के पुजारी बन बैठे हैं। वो तो गनीमत है कि एक गुंडे मवाली के ऊपर एक फिल्म बनी कुछ सालों पहले, लगे रहो मुन्ना भाई, और उसने हमें गांधीगिरी का पाठ पढ़ाया और फिर से हमें गांधी जी को याद दिलवाया। यदि उनके, अब थोड़ा सा समय और आप लेंगे, यदि उनके जीवन का हम गहराई से अध्ययन करें तो पता चलता है कि गांधी जी के जीवन दर्शन में शाश्वत और वैश्विक समरसता निहित है। गांधी जी का कहना था कि मेरा जीवन ही मेरा संदेश है, पर कितना जाना है हमने गांधी जी के जीवन को? भारत की आजादी के लिए अपना पूरा जीवन दांव पर लगा दिया, अपना पूरा जीवन समर्पित किया, एक आदर्श भारत की नींव बनाने के लिए हर क्षेत्र में काम किया, चाहे बात लोकतंत्र की हो या धर्म की हो, बात अर्थव्यवस्था की हो या समाज के हित की हो, बात जनसंचार की हो, पत्रकारिता की हो या नैतिक मूल्यों की क्यों न हो, आधुनिकता की हो या भारतीय परंपरा एवं संस्कृति की हो, बात स्वच्छ भारत की हो, आत्मनिर्भर भारत की हो, चाहे अहिंसा की बात हो, सत्याग्रह की बात हो, अनेकता में एकता की बात हो, हर क्षेत्र में, हर रूप में काम किया है, अपना योगदान दिया है गांधी ने। ये सोचकर लगता है कि कितना कम जाना है अपने बापू को। बात में बस इतना कहना चाहूंगी कि इस श्रृंखला के चलते हमने देखा है कि अपनी पूरी ऊर्जा, अपने पूरे जुनून के साथ हम एक साथ एकजुट हुए हैं, शामिल हुए इस जश्न में। इसी जुनून के साथ अगर आदर्श भारत का जो सपना बापू ने देखा तो उसको पूरा करने में हम एक साथ एकजुट हो जाएं, तो ये बात अमन हो जाएगी कि हर जुबान पर ही नहीं, हर जहन में है बापू, हिंदुस्तान में ही नहीं पूरे जहान में है बापू, पूरे जहान में है बापू। आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Nimita, for paying such a thoughtful and heartful tribute. And now, for another amazing performance, I would like to invite Prateek on stage to drown us in his melodious and angelic voice and teleport us into another world, allowing us to feel the emotions on a whole another level. Please, Prateek, the stage is all yours.
Hello everyone, myself Prateek Sharma. I am from BTech 3rd year student packaging. So I am here to perform a song. I am Mere Pyare Watan. Hope you guys enjoy. तेरे दामन से जो आए उन हवाओं को सलाम, तेरे दामन से जो आए उन हवाओं को सलाम, चूम लूं मैं उस जुबान को जिस पे आए तेरा नाम, जितनी प्यारी सुबह तेरी उतनी रंगी, तेरी शाम तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान, तू ही मेरी आरज़ू, तू ही मेरी आबरू, तू ही मेरी माँ का दिल बढ़ के कभी सीने से लग जाता है तू, माँ का दिल बढ़ के कभी सीने से लग जाता है तू, और कभी नन्ही सी बेटी बन के याद आता है तू, जितना याद आता है मुझको उतना तड़पाता है तू, तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान, तू ही मेरी आरज़ू, तू ही मेरी आबरू, तू ही मेरी है मेरे प्यारे वतन, है मेरे बिछड़े चमन, तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान, तू ही मेरी आरज़ू, तू ही मेरी आबरू, तू ही मेरी तू ही मेरी तू ही मेरी Thank you.
Wow, Prateek, thank you so much for your brilliant performance. It was really amazing. Moving on, we have Pooja Narwal, winner of month April, here to pay tribute to Tatya Topeji. She is pursuing a Bachelor's of Science and is just full of talent. She has been consistent with this series and worked with enthusiasm and confidence. So here is Pooja.
पूजा का कौन सा इवेंट है? 22
उसूलों पे आ जाए तो टकराना जरूरी है, उसूलों पे आ जाए तो टकराना जरूरी है, और जिंदा हो तो जिंदा नजर आना भी जरूरी है। A very good evening and a very happy independence. I am Pooja Narwal and today I would like to give you a brief on the truth behind Tatya Tope's death. Tatya Tope's real name was Ramachandra Panduranga. He adopted the surname Tope, which means commanding officer, and cannon, Top in Hindi. Despite having no formal training in fighting skills, he was a brilliant fighter and was a master in the art of guerrilla warfare. He played an active part in rebellion at Gwalior and then Kanpur, where he came to the aid of Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi. He captured Kanpur in 1857 and established Nana Sahib authority there. However, at the Second Battle of Kanpur, British managed to recapture the city, forcing Tope to retreat. After that, he went to Gwalior, where he joined the rebels there. He managed from Narmada, from Sagar, etc. He also stayed with the Raja of Narwar, Man Singh, for some time. However, the Raja has a very troubled relationship with the British government and the ruler of Gwalior, and the British were able to take advantage from it. As a result, Man Singh betrayed the trust of Tatya Tope that had in him, and as a result, the British took him from a forest region where he had been camping in Peron, and they executed him while they tried him in a court in Shivpuri on 18th of April 1857. फांसी का फंदा भी फूलों से कम ना था, फांसी का फंदा भी फूलों से कम ना था, वो भी डूब सकते थे इश्क में किसी के, वो भी डूब सकते थे इश्क में किसी के, पर वतन का प्यार उनके लिए माशूका के प्यार से कम ना था. While it is said that the Maratha warrior was hanged by the British government on 18th of April 1859, RSS affiliated ABISY, Akhil Bharatiya Itihas Sankalan Yojana, has decided to second it the theory of Tope's descendant that he was actually killed on January 1st, 1859. Parang Tope, a Tope descendant and a US-based software engineer, wrote a book few years ago called Operation Red Lotus, in which he questioned all the earlier theories regarding Tatya Tope's death. Parang Tope said that Tatya Tope wasn't hanged by the British government on 18th of April 1859, but he was killed on January 1st, 1859. He said that the whole history of 1857 wasn't written properly and the real truth must be brought out. Real truth must be brought out. And the ABISY has supported his findings. After that, at a function, B.M. Pandey, secretary of ABISY, described Tope as one of the forgotten Hindu warriors as a result of biased historians, and said that the British-sponsored historians had destroyed all the 1857 war history just for their benefit. We will rewrite all such histories. We were distorted and forgotten deliberately. Jyotika Mishra, Associate Professor of Modern History at Vivekananda College in Delhi University, said that Tatya Tope's fellow soldiers cremated him secretly and hid the news of his death in order to keep the soldiers' morale high. And British troops then later hanged another person to deflate the spirit of Indian soldiers. I would like to sum up with an amazing, full of energy, and most importantly, true line that हिंदुस्तान जिंदाबाद था, जिंदाबाद है और जिंदाबाद रहेगा. जय हिंद, जय भारत.
Thank you Pooja for such an informative speech. दिल हमारा एक है, एक ही हमारी जान. हिंदुस्तान हमारा है और हम हैं इसकी शान. जान लुटा देंगे वतन पे, हो जाएंगे कुर्बान. इसलिए हम कहते हैं मेरा भारत महान. And now I would like to call Lalit Kumar to pay tribute to Mahendra Lal Sirkar. He is pursuing his bachelor's in electronics and communication. He has had a very special place for freedom fighters even prior to this series. Please welcome Lalit Kumar.
कुछ नाम हो गए हमारे इतिहास के पन्नों पर तो कुछ गुमनाम हो गए. कुछ नाम हो गए अमर इतिहास के पन्नों पर तो कुछ गुमनाम हो गए. आए थे जो आजाद हिंद के लिए अलग अलग भेष में, कि आए थे जो आजाद हिंद के लिए अलग अलग भेष में, बदकिस्मती से आज वही हमारे बेहतर गुमनाम हो गए। Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great opportunity for me to share my views with the presence of the dignitary guests and active audience. Myself, Ravi Kumar. Today, my aim to stand here is to make you all familiar with the story of an unsung hero of India's freedom of independence, who, through his scientific temper, scientific knowledge, helped the India to become Atmanirbhar in the field of scientific knowledge. I'm talking about Mahendra Lal Sarkar. Mahendra Lal Sarkar was a doctor by profession and also a physiotherapist. And he was born on 2nd of November 1833 in Tekpara village of Howrah, present-day Kolkata in West Bengal. At a very young age, he lost his parents. When he was just 5 years old, he lost his father. And when he was 9 years old, he lost his mother. But this didn't stop him. He gained the knowledge, he gained the studies in Kolkata till class 5th. Later, he cleared the junior scholarship exam and took the admission in the Hindu college. And it is very well known fact how brilliant he was from this incident. One day when he was entering the college, there was a class of second year students was going on. And the professor has asked some question. And nobody was able to give the answer. And he was sitting outside. And he shouted at the answer. And the answer was correct. And the professor was amazed. How first year student can give the answer of highest class student. And this shows how dedicated he was for his scientific studies. That even at the first year guy he answered the second year question. And he learned Bengali in Calcutta. Due to some of the unavailability of the medical facilities, he has to get transferred in the Calcutta University, where he completed his studies, and he was the second MD from the Calcutta who got his degree completed. Since the starting, he has seen a vision of a national science association that should be raised, funded by the native Indians, and that will produce the future scientists of India, that will make India Atmanirbhar in a self-reliant in the field of scientific knowledge without the interference of Britishers. He struggled hard. He did a lot of campaigns. Finally, in 1873, he got successful. And Indian Association for the Cultivation of Scientific Knowledge was established from without the interference of the Britishers, hopefully of India. And he was the first director of this association, which till now today has produced thousands of scientists. And this story may look too small, but its impact was very good, very great. Even the great scientist C.V. Raman has said that it was due to the late Mahendra Lal Sarkar, who founded the Indian Association for Scientific Knowledge, that my temper, my aspiration for the scientific knowledge are still burning. With this, comprehensively, I would like to say only one line at last. कि है नमन उन शहीदों को जिन्होंने तिरंगे पर बलिदान दिया, है नमन उन शहीदों को जिन्होंने तिरंगे पर बलिदान दिया। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
And now I would like to call the last but not least winner of this series from the month July, Mehak. She is pursuing BTech PTG and today is here among us to pay tribute to Raja Mahendra Pratap Singh. Please welcome Mehak.
चिंगारी आजादी की सुलगी मेरे जश्न में है, चिंगारी आजादी की सुलगी मेरे जश्न में है, इनकलाब की ज्वाला लिपटी मेरे बदन में है। जहाँ जन्नत हो ये बात मेरे कफन में है, जहाँ जन्नत हो ये बात मेरे वतन में है, जहाँ जन्नत हो ये बात मेरे वतन में है, कुर्बानी का जज्बा मेरे कफन में है। Hey, good evening everyone. I am Mehak from BTech Printing first year from Guru Jambeshwar University of Science and Technology हिसार। दिलों में बसा एक सपना था आजादी के मतवालों का, दिलों में बसा एक सपना था आजादी के मतवालों का। जश्न है ये भारत के आजाद 75 साल, जश्न है ये भारत के आजाद 75 साल। आजादी के 75 साल पूरे होने के 75 सप्ताह पूर्व हमारे देश की सरकार ने आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव की शुरुआत कर दी थी और इस महोत्सव का आगाज गुजरात के साबरमती से किया गया था और यहीं से ही महात्मा गांधी जी के नेतृत्व में दांडी मार्च की शुरुआत की गई थी। इन 75 सप्ताहों में देश के विभिन्न राज्यों में विभिन्न कार्यक्रमों का आयोजन किया गया और इस महोत्सव को, इस आजादी के महापर्व को बहुत ही धूमधाम से मनाया गया। इन 75 सप्ताहों में हमने
इन 75 सप्ताहों में हमने इस जश्न को बहुत ही धूमधाम से मनाया और हमने स्वतंत्रता संग्राम के दौरान हुई महत्वपूर्ण घटनाओं, आंदोलनों और महान क्रांतिकारियों के विषय में विस्तार से जाना। Today I am going to share something about Raja Mahendra Pratap Singh. Raja Mahendra Pratap Singh was born in Royal Jat family of Hathras district of Uttar Pradesh in 1886 and took an active interest in the politics from an early age. Raja Mahendra Pratap Singh was an Indian freedom fighter, journalist, writer, president in the provisional government of India. Raja Mahendra Pratap Singh was also deeply involved in the Swadeshi movement and constantly promoted the Swadeshi goods and indigenous goods and constantly promotes Swadeshi movement. Pratap started the movement to burn foreign made clothes in his state. ना जियो धर्म के नाम पर, ना मरो धर्म के नाम पर, ना जियो धर्म के नाम पर, ना मरो धर्म के नाम पर, इंसानियत ही है धर्म वतन का, बस जियो वतन के नाम पर। Pratap also visited foreign countries in an attempt to obtain support for India in its struggle for freedom. Pratap also visited a camp near the Polish border in order to gain knowledge about the army policies and its functioning. टूथपेस्ट में नमक हो या ना हो, टूथपेस्ट में नमक हो या ना हो, लेकिन खून में देशभक्ति का नमक जरूर होना चाहिए। लेकिन खून में देशभक्ति का नमक जरूर होना चाहिए। Pratap gave up his property for educational purposes. Yes, Pratap gave up his property for educational purposes and he established a college, a technical college at Vrindavan. He died in 1979. I have learned a lot from Raja Mahendra Pratap Singh, and that is work hard, stay disciplined, be patient, your time will come. Don't give up and do your work just and be patient, your time will come. Thank you so much for all I want to share with you.
And now, to add more colors to this beautiful event and steal our hearts away, I would like to call Khushi Rana up on stage for an amazing performance. Please welcome Khushi Rana with a big round of applause.
Good evening everyone. I, Khushi Rana, second year student of pharmacy, want to pay my tribute through a song. है गुजरने वाली हवा जरा मेरे दोस्तों मेरे दिलरुबा मेरी माँ को मेरा सलाम दे उन्हें जाके ये पैगाम दे सही से आते हैं हमें तड़पाते हैं कि चिट्ठी आती है कि कुछ जाती है कि घर कब आओगे कि घर कब आओगे लिखो कब आओगे कि तुम बिन ये घर सोना सोना है ऐ मेरी ज़मीं अफसोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए सौ दर्द सहे महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा चाहे जान मेरी रहे ना रहे ऐ मेरी ज़मीं महबूब मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे फीका न पड़े कभी रंग तेरा जिस्मों से निकल के भूल गए तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल पड़ के मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरे खेतों में लहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू Thank you.
Wow, Khushi, that was an absolute treat to the ears. And now, we would like to call upon our worthy registrar sir, Dr. Avnish Verma sir, to address the gathering and give us valuable input and motivate each and every one of us. Please sir. A huge round of applause for sir.
Vice Chancellor Professor B.R. Kamboj, Honorable Vice Chancellor of British University and HUSR as well, Shri Pratap Singh Muliki, Director Training and Placement, Dr. Aditya Singh, Assistant Director Training Placement, Dr. Ranjit Alalji, Program Coordinator and Assistant Professor, Physics Department, Dr. Manish Shrestha, Assistant Professor HSP, Dr. Anita Girodia, Srimati Komal Chaudhary, dear students. This is a very auspicious occasion that we are in Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and the series of electrocution is going to be end today. As we know, the electrocution, what is the
Allocation.
Speakathon. Speakathon is actually made for the student and training and placement cell, including the director and his team. I must congratulate them for this Speakathon series. They have conducted for more than 100 freedom fighters of India, and through this series they have made it possible to pass all those information which was available for them, which was available from the freedom fighting, the independence of the India, and has been passed on to the next generation. The series was started, as it has been said, that it has been started with the Rani Lakshmibai's speech on the 12th of May 2021, and is now ending with the Rajguruji's birthday, the 24th of the August 2022. Many people have devoted their life for the India's independence. The India's independence was not so easy. You will go in history, and whenever you would have listened to the various speakers during this series competitions, that many lives has been given at the very early age of their life. Like Maharani Lakshmibai, she lived for 29 years only. Shri Rajguruji, he lived for 23 years only. There are so many people who have devoted their lives, and we are celebrating the 75th anniversary of the independence as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. There is a mixed feeling from my side, because we are moving towards the 100 years of the independence. It is only 9 years away that we will celebrate the 100th birth anniversary of Rajguruji in 2031. It will be 36 years away when we will celebrate the birth anniversary of Maharani Lakshmibai. The birth anniversary, 200 years of her birth. So, you see, when they give their life, when they devote themselves for the nation, for the freedom fighting, and we are remembering them till today, it means it is a shaheed, it means they deserve to be a shaheed, it means they have done everything which was not expectable at that early life, at that early age, at very young age. So, all these sacrifices we cannot overlook with the years to come. Whenever we will go into the independence year, whenever we will think of the India's independence, they are the real heroes. Maharani Lakshmibai, being a lady, about 164 years ago, she has set an example to every woman, every lady, that they can come out, they can do anything, they can fight with the English army also, and can contribute by devoting their lives in the freedom of their country. So all these things are very important for all of us, and we must learn it day by day, we must learn year by year, we must remember all those personalities, even all those unsung heroes, for those we are not aware of even. Many people have done so much of the sacrifices. You know, Rajguruji, he was only 6 years old when his father died. And there was nobody in the family to run the home. So his elder brother, he took this responsibility, and Rajguru has taken this responsibility to go for the freedom for the country. You know, when the Maharani Lakshmibai fought for the country, there was nobody in his family. His husband died. He had a small kid. He was carrying his kid with him when he was fighting for the country. So there were so many difficulties around all these people also. So many challenges were there, but there was only one aim, which was for the freedom of this country. Yes, I am very thankful to the Honorable Vice Chancellor also that this type of platform has been given to the students, and students have been given plenty of time to judge, to take the history along with them, and they have 2-3 advantages. One, they come across their history. Second, they come very close to the nation. The national feeling is also there. And thirdly, they have been given a chance to speak which is not available everywhere. Normally we do not get a chance to speak for a long time, and you have been given a stage set for all these things, and certainly when you have been given a stage to speak, to express your words, so you learn the art of speaking, you learn how to express your feeling, you learn how to deliver the content which should be there as per the topic. You learn so many other things, and along with all those things, the stage fear also goes. So this is a very wonderful thing which the Training and Placement Department, the cell and the university has done for their student. I must congratulate for this thing. And students' performance was no less than anybody. Students were remarkable, whether they were singing, whether they were speaking for a topic, and they were giving the content every time. Every time there was an information in their speech. So I must congratulate all the students here. Thank you very much for inviting me. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. It has been always an honor to hear you, and we look forward to follow your words. Thank you, sir. And now, we would like to call upon the stage the chief guest of this ceremony, the most noble and eminent person of our university, Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Dr. B.R. Kamboj, sir, to address us. He is like a guardian to all of us and has promoted new initiatives which are helpful for students. Please welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Very good afternoon to all. It's not so easy to speak in afternoon. That to have a good lunch, then you have to speak. But thanks to all the participants who keep me awakened during this program. So thank you very much at the outside crowd. Thank the organizers, particularly Director of Community Services, Prasad Maliki. It's very enthusiastic team, Dr. Aditya, Dr. Ranjit, other faculty members, and present on the stage, energetic registrar of the University, Professor Avnesh Verma. I'm just congratulating him that you passed today because this is a competition, I think. So they have already spoken everything. What to talk of now, that I don't know, but still I must congratulate all the participants, whosoever participated during the program also, and today's performance was really par excellence. You should clap for yourself. That I think. You've seen that the content, the way you spoke, fluency of the English, so many things. It's marvelous. I must congratulate you again. I congratulate the Training and Placement Cell also that it's a good initiative taken by your team. And organize as many programs as we can. Particularly our students belong to rural area also, urban area also. And they have the stage fear or shyness every time. And as and when they appear in any interview, I have conducted so many interviews, the main thing is, they know each and everything. But the only thing is, they have no habit to face such type of interviews. If somebody will just ask any question, not in Hindi, not in English, not in Haryanvi, then definitely it's tough for them to answer. They have all other things. So to express yourself is really, I can see from this performance which you have made today. I must congratulate you. This was the first thing which I have seen. As we are celebrating 75 years of our independence, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, many programs have been conducted for during this Azadi Amrit Mahotsav. And one thing is Purna Ahuti, I was a bit reluctant or a bit conservative about this word. Because it's a completion of anything, not the Purna Ahuti. We have to go long way, long way. It's just the beginning. And I must congratulate, rather I should thank the founder, Vice Chancellor of this university, Professor K.N. Jhanwar. He has written 3 books on freedom fighters, and we have already arranged 10 copies of these books. I can name these 3 books. One is Eminent Women Freedom Fighters of India. Second one is Uttar Bharat Ke Swatantrata Senani. And third one is Sufi Amma Prasad. So kindly go through that literature. And what I feel, when you read autobiography or anything about a freedom fighter, or maybe we have just talked over here about Baba Saheb Ambedkar ji, other personalities. Again, we get influenced with somebody, maybe some idea, maybe some ideology. So that's why reading is much more important. And if you see the lives of all these freedom fighters who sacrificed their lives for this country, definitely they have something different. And we get influenced by these environment or these ideologies. And if you keep on reading those things, definitely it will help you to have the holistic development in your life. And when you are the complete personality, if you get influenced by only single idea, that will make big difference in your life. So kindly read that type of literature, because everybody has his own taste, ideologies, anything. But if you read the way they fought, and I was just reading about this Jalpari Bai, when Jhansi Ki Rani, everybody was around this Kila, and it was just, he said that now there is no chance that you can escape from here. So she came. She said, "Can you give your cloth to me?" And he was a bit surprised that how she is speaking, how she is asking. And then everybody was there, so she said, "Keep me alone. I just want to talk to them." And then he told कि सारी जगह से सबने हमें घेर लिया है, अब कोई चांस नहीं है, यदि आप अपने कपड़े मुझे दे दें तो मैं उन अंग्रेजों के साथ लड़ूंगी और आप चुपके से यहाँ से पीछे दरवाजे से निकल जाएं। तो जो कॉन्स्पिरेसी की जो हम प्लानिंग की बात करते हैं, उस समय में उनके पास थी, और कितना सेक्रीफाइस उन लोगों ने किया, तो ये सब सोचने का। तो जब कोई भी लिटरेचर आप पढ़ेंगे तो आपको पता लगेगा इस आजादी की कीमत क्या है। और ये क्वेश्चन जैसा यहाँ पे कहा भी गया, बहुत अच्छी बात मेरी स्टूडेंट्स ने कहा, ये कोई गोली चलाने का, हिंसा करने का विषय नहीं। विषय बस इतना है कि जो हमें आजादी मिली है उसकी कीमत को हम जाने, और जिस प्रकार से हम कभी विश्व गुरु की श्रेणी में रहे, जो इतिहास कहीं ना कहीं हमें अभी सजोना भी है, उसको खोजना भी है, उसको इतिहास में लेके भी आना है कि हम यदि जीडीपी की बात करें, तभी हम पूरे विश्व में सबसे अच्छी अर्थव्यवस्था इस देश की, ऐसा प्रमाण है। और हमें वहीं भी जाना है, और उस जाने के लिए डेस्टिनेशन को निश्चित करना भी बहुत ही जरूरी है। और वो संभव निश्चित रूप से एजुकेटेड सोसाइटी से होता है, युवाओं से होता है, जिनके अंदर एनर्जी भी है, ज्ञान भी है, और जैसा बताया गया कि किसी भी सोसाइटी को रन करने के लिए, किसी भी कंट्री को लीड करने के लिए एजुकेशन का भी अपना एक महत्व है। उस एजुकेशन को भी सीखें, और जो लिटरेचर में लिखा है कि वो समर्पण जो है अपने देश के प्रति, अपने इंस्टीट्यूट के प्रति, अपने परिवार के प्रति, जिसके लिए आज हमें काफी संख्या में इतना कुछ करने के बाद भी, इस हॉल से निकलने के बाद हम भूल जाते हैं। भूलना नहीं है, इसको याद रखना है। एक शिखर पे यदि पहुंचे हो, उसको बरकरार रखना चुनौती है, और उससे भी बड़ी चुनौती उस शिखर से और ऊपर जाना, ये सबसे बड़ा लक्ष्य भी है, चुनौती भी है। और मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है कि इस हाल में जो युवा शक्ति बैठे हैं, हमारे बहुत ही सम्मानित शिक्षक बैठे हैं, स्टेज पे बहुत ही सम्मानित गुरुजन भी आपके बैठे हुए हैं। अब सब लोग मिलकर इस जो हमारा आजादी का महोत्सव है, न केवल हम उन वीरों को याद करेंगे, बल्कि जो उन्होंने रास्ते बताए हैं और जो आने की राह है, वो भी निश्चित करना हम सब लोगों का काम है। और वो तभी हो सकता है कि जो भी इनोवेशन, जो भी आइडिया, जो भी विचार आपके अंदर है, उसको आपको अपने टीचर तक, अपने साथी तक, अपने विश्वविद्यालय के कुलपति तक, कोई भी व्यक्ति अपने परिवार के किसी सम्मानित सदस्य तक पहुंचाना है, ताकि उसको चर्चा करते हुए हमारा जो प्लानिंग पार्ट, चाहे वो शिक्षा में कोर्स कुरिकुला को बदलने की बात है, चाहे नई राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा की बात है, चाहे आत्मनिर्भर भारत की बात है, वो आइडिया भी आपसे निकल कर ही आएगा। और जब हम प्लानिंग ठीक से करेंगे तो निश्चित रूप से मुझे लगता है कि हम ठीक दिशा में आगे बढ़ते हुए इस देश को सर्वोपरि की श्रेणी में तेजी से बढ़ रहे हैं, बहुत जल्द वहाँ पे हम पहुँच जाएंगे, ऐसा मेरा विचार है। मैं पुनः सभी आयोजकों के प्रति आभार व्यक्त करते हुए, अपने प्यारे विद्यार्थियों के प्रति उनको प्यार देते हुए कि आप ऐसे ही बढ़ते रहेंगे, और वो दिन दूर नहीं कि जब कहेंगे कि गुरु जम्बेश्वर विश्वविद्यालय का कोई भी विद्यार्थी जब निकलता है तो एक कंप्लीट व्यक्तित्व के साथ बाहर निकलता है। वो कभी हताशा में बाहर नहीं निकलेगा, वो आपके व्यक्तित्व से मैं ऐसा मान सकता हूँ। आपने समय दिया, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Thank you so much for your kind and inspiring words, sir. And we also thank you for being in our event and gracing us with your presence. Now, we would like to call our program coordinator, Dr. Ranjit Dalal, sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, for vote of thanks. Please, sir.
Thank you, sir, for inspiring words. So, dear students, respected teachers, respected director, training and placement cell, honorable vice chancellor, respected registrar, sir, we are really indebted to your presence, for your gracious presence. Now, it has been a tremendous series, 26 sub-series, and it has been a life-changing, delightful experience. And you have seen the standard, the content, the way of presentation by some of our winners. It has been really marvelous. So, story of Indian fighter is a story of millions of people who struggled against the mightiest empire ever ruled on earth. That was British Empire. And it is a successful story where millions of people sacrificed their life to get freedom for us. And I hope this sense of nationalism will continue in our hearts so that our great nation prospers further and achieve what it deserves rightly. So, the architect of this whole series, that is very important. Architect considered everything. She designed everything and then built it meticulously. So that was the director of training and placement cell, Sri Pratap Ji. He worked on each and every details in a very hard working, in a meticulous way. And he always supported the Speakerton Club team with all his possible resources and time, and he carefully mentored everything. He, along with the Deputy Director Aditya Veer Singh, they have been instrumental in shaping all these events. And they always were eager to improve the next series compared to the last one. We are really thankful for their careful mentoring, for their support, and their motivating words also along this journey. We also learned many things during these 15 months for 26 different episodes of Azadi Amrit Mahotsav series. And it has been really remarkable that our University Vice Chancellor B.R. Kamboj, Honorable B.R. Kamboj sir, always supported us. He motivated us by placing one of the episode as chief guest also, and he instructed the university administration to carry out to help us in each and every manner. We are really thankful for today also for gracing this event and motivating us to do further. Thank you very much, sir. And Star sir also provided us many suggestions, and he also graced us as chief guest in one of the events. We are also thankful to him for his support and motivation. And it has not been possible to carry out this sort of events without judges, without other chief guests. And we were really fortunate that a lot of intellectuals are present in our university who really helped us regarding that. Some of our sitting here. We are really thankful to them. Dr. Mani, Anita Madam, Komal Madam are here. And many of them are not because of admission process also. They gave a lot of time. They just winner and gave many very good sessions during those programs. In many of their speeches, they gave very different perspective of our freedom fighter and those sort of history. And it was a cumulative effect, efforts of participants, presenter, and a member of Speakerton Club, which really ensured the quality and continuity of these events. We are really thankful for all the participants, for all the members of Speakerton Club. The judges really took pain in deciding the set of events, in deciding the content, deciding the program, and sometimes it was really difficult because sometimes you have to go for online, sometimes you have to go for offline, and it has been really painful for them also. But I would really convey my sincere gratitude for their whole efforts. And in last, I would like to say that thank you everyone for being part of such a great set of events, and I hope this will lift the light nationalism. This will lift the light of nationalism in our heart, and our nation will reach to the great height which it really deserves. Thank you everyone. Thank you. And last, I would like to request you to participate, to take part in tea and samosa. Thank you very much.
हाँ जी नेशनल एंथम
you for your support and kind words and summing up this event so beautifully, sir. We look forward to work under your guidance and keep going on and organizing more of such events in future. Thank you so much, sir. दे सिलामी इस तिरंगे को जिससे तेरी शान है, सर हमेशा ऊंचा रखना इसका जब तक दिल में जान है. Now I would request you all to please stand on your respective seats for national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता. पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा. विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा. तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे. गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता. जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Now I would like to request VC sir, Dr. Avnish Sharma sir and all the dignitaries along with participants and volunteers for group pics outside the seminar hall, and the rest of audience please be seated for some time.